Welcome back to the Provian Roadmap. This is day 3, week 2. Over the past 2 days, we've focused on self-discovery and understanding your core values. Today, we'll confront the mental barriers that hold you back. Limiting beliefs. These hidden, subconscious, behind-the-scene, self-imposed boundaries often stop us from reaching our potential. But together, we'll learn how to identify, challenge, and reframe them into empowering truths. So welcome back to the Provian Roadmap, an introduction to self-mastery. Let's go on this ride, overcoming limiting beliefs. What are limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are negative assumptions that hold you back. They are negative assumptions we have about ourselves or the world. Limiting beliefs are those invisible scripts running through your mind, whispering, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, or oh, he's better than me, she's better than me, I don't have the right tools, it's not the right time, I'm not the right age, I'm not the right race, I'm not the right gender. They're often formed from past experiences, societal expectations, or fear of failure. Okay? So, while these beliefs may feel true, the only way you have known to think, the only tradition you received, they may feel like the only facts in your reality, quote unquote. While they may feel true, they are not facts, I'm sorry. They're simply stories we have internalized about ourselves. Limiting beliefs are one of the core obstacles that Frame Alchemy tackles. Frame Alchemy, like I said, is a concept that I propagated since the publishing of my book, Frame Alchemy. And it's going to be part of the core element that we tackle in the Frame Alchemy course, limiting beliefs. Frame Alchemy has to do with alchemizing all the thoughts, words, and actions that we have been using against ourselves, reframing them and changing them from negative to positive. And it's in doing this that we find ourselves transforming our beliefs. Examples of limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough. What we call the imposter syndrome. I've battled with these. I've fought myself for a very long time, trying to convince myself that I'm worthy of the successes that I've had. Because for some reason, I just kept feeling, am I sure I'm really the one doing all this stuff, all these great feats? But at the back of my mind, there's this thought that, am I really good enough? Do I have what it takes to be listened to? Can I hold an audience's attention without boring them? I keep subconsciously, pounding myself with these limiting beliefs. And that was in the past, though. Part of the reason why I embarked on this self-mastery Provoe Planet journey was to provide myself the tools and resources that I needed to transform my life, to transform my experience of life. And in trying to ensure that I don't keep all the details to myself, I made up my mind that I was going to share every single nugget, every single trick, mind hack that I found that helped me power through my own challenges to unlock my highest version. So as you're taking this course, or as you're reading my books, or as you're reading my blog posts, or as you're listening to my podcasts, you're simply coming along with me on my own journey of self-mastery while I encourage you to do the same. Another example of limiting beliefs are, I don't have the time. This is a very popular one. A lot of people feel, I'm very, very busy with life, or life is busy with me. I'm busy trying to make money. I'm busy trying to make ends meet. I'm busy trying to keep the lights on. And They put their dreams and passion on the side burner. When they're done with the man's job, then they do theirs. I was lucky to find a way to incorporate both by picking a job that permitted me to work on my dreams while doing the job. That every ounce of improvement on the job meant an improvement in my personal goal and target. Another limiting belief example: I'll fail if I try. The main question is, who cares? Who cares? We all die at the end of the day, and no matter how great the feats we accomplish, we will all be forgotten in 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 generations. Okay? Your great-great-grandfather is not a memory I think you can recall easily, no matter what they accomplish in their lives. So it's cool to strive for greatness, but how many of us have it in our destiny to do something worth generational remembrance? So, try. If I try, I'll fail. What's that? Who thinks that in this current generation? Just go for it. Another limiting belief: I'm too old or too young. I remember telling myself I was too young to sing certain lyrics in my songs while I was a musician. And now, the reverse: I'm too old to compete for fame or recognition in my craft because the people who are popping right now are young and they don't have gray hair. These are all limiting beliefs.
Provoe.
Last but not least, another I'll tackle: I don't deserve success. How dare you? I don't care what your background is. I don't care what you grew up seeing, how poor your family was, or how dire your situation was, or how terrible your environment was. How dare you think you don't deserve success? Do you know who you are? Ye are God's sons of the Most High. You are born of the incorruptible Spirit of God. And He's on the inside of you waiting for a chance to manifest Himself, and you say you don't deserve success? Who do you think you are? You think you are your own? You are simply a fractal representation of God on earth. Man is supposed to see man and see God because he was created in God's image. So every man deserves success. If anything, you are stopping yourself with your limiting beliefs from having success. So these are some of the common examples of limiting beliefs. Do they all sound familiar? I'm not good enough. I don't have the time. I'll fail if I try. Or I don't deserve success. These thoughts create mental roadblocks that keep us from taking action or dreaming bigger. But remember, just because you think it doesn't make it true. How about you challenge yourself for once? How about you snap out of your delusion? How about you take action and see yourself doing the work that it takes to arrive at the top that you know you deserve, the top that you know you can reach, the peak that you know that is not reserved for people with two heads. You have all that it takes to strive for greatness. Irrespective of what greatness looks like where you are right now, you can strive for something more. You are capable, you have the tools, you have the brain, you have the wherewithal. The fact that you're listening to me, the fact that you can access this information on the internet, on your phone, on your laptop, you have what it takes to unlock your highest potential. How limiting beliefs hold us back. They create self-doubt, prevent us from taking risks, and limit our growth. That should not be your story. I believe by now, you should understand that only you can hold yourself. Limiting beliefs create fear of failure. They lower your self-confidence and they stop you from trying new things. When you see yourself dragging your feet to get out of your comfort zone or to try something that is in the unknown territory of your life, just know that there is a limiting belief somewhere. Limiting beliefs can significantly impact your life. They create a fear of failure that paralyzes you from taking risks. They lower your confidence, making you doubt your abilities, and they prevent you from taking steps outside your comfort zone. They stop you from stepping outside your comfort zone. I repeat, they block you from breaking out of your comfort zone to explore new opportunities. So it's all in your mind at the end of the day. If you say you can't do it, you're right. If you say you can do it, you're right. So I need you to think about these common limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough. I can't change. I'm fixed in my ways. You don't understand. I've been doing this all my life. This is the only way I know. Or I'm too old to start. What do you mean by that? KFC, the popular fast food chain, how old was he when he started his chain of restaurants? How about you Google that and find out? For some perspective, some of the people we celebrate today didn't just have that success all their lives. Many of them did all they could within their power in their youthful years, and some of them encountered some, little success. Some of them failed and tried and failed and tried. But the success that we know them for, Morgan Freeman became famous in probably his 40s. What happened in his 20s? What happened in his 30s? Go look that up. Check and see that you are not late. You are never too old to start. As long as you make the decision, you can do it. Okay? Identifying your limiting beliefs. Look at areas of fear or avoidance in your life. What's that area that makes you skeptical? You get scared, and whenever it comes up, that topic comes up, you change the channel immediately. There's a limiting belief there holding you back. Okay? The power of reframing. Reframing transforms obstacles into opportunities. The good news is that you can change and challenge your limiting beliefs through a technique called reframing, or what I call frame alchemy. Reframing means shifting your perspective to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as threats.
Provoe.
Instead of saying, I can't do this, ask yourself, what small step can I take today to move forward? Moving forward is all that counts. Okay?
Provoe.
How do you overcome limiting beliefs? I have 3 steps here. Steps to overcoming limiting beliefs are: 1. Identify the belief. I want you to reach into your psyche, deep into your subconscious mind, and find out in what area do you have what belief that holds you back in what way, regarding what circumstance, regarding what outcome you're trying to accomplish. What goal have you tried to set? And say you want to set a financial goal. What level did you reach? And you're like, ooh, that's too big for me. I'll give you an example. I was I was creating a table chart for my target on my Forex trading. And I began this incremental compounding increase of my targets, my goals, and withdrawal rate, and what's supposed to be left at the end of each withdrawal. And the more I compounded the amount, the more I could see the level I was reaching in hundreds of thousands of dollars, where I was squirming inside. I was feeling, ooh, are you sure this is not too much? Are you sure the broker is going to pay me? Are you sure I'm worthy to have such amount in my bank? Are you sure they're not going to track me? Are you sure? Do you understand? Limiting beliefs are sneaky in that the right trigger has to come along for you to understand that you believe a certain way. Most times they are just there, embedded in the background. Until you identify them, you wouldn't know how you are shortchanging yourself in this human experience called life. We all came here to enjoy. We all came here to experience. We all came here for the full spectrum of emotions the human experience has to offer. So why is it okay for some people to be okay making millions of dollars, trillions of dollars, billions of dollars? Why is it okay for certain people to have access to this kind of success? And then some other people feel, not me, maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I don't deserve that. So identify the belief. That's step 1. Then step 2, question its truth. Challenge its truth. How did it get into your mind in the first place? Why is it there? Why are you comfortable being compatible with such an idea? That belief, why is it a tenant in your head? How is it living rent-free in your head? Why do you entertain that thought? Challenge its truth. Are there evidences out there that disprove it, that tell you how much of a lie it is? Your only limit is your mind. If someone else is accomplishing that thing that you are telling yourself is impossible for you to accomplish, that means you are limiting yourself. So challenge its truth. That voice that brought it into your conscious awareness. Is it your parent? Is it your environment? Is it your teacher? Is it your friend? Is it your peers? They are lying. Challenge the truth of that thing that you believe. And this goes for all beliefs. Belief about marriage, belief about money, belief about spirituality, belief about any single thing you hold dear to you is a belief. And once upon a time, before you had that belief, you were free to think in other ways. But then that belief came in, and then you closed yourself to every other way, and you limited your possibilities and said, this one. Question its truth. And then the third final step to overcoming a limiting belief is to reframe the belief into something empowering. Frame alchemy. That's the greatest invention I came up with 2024. That term, frame alchemy. Reframing every negative thing, everything that you have been taught to see as negative, converting it into something empowering. Let's take some examples, okay? Imagine you were born in a family where success was hard to come about. You can reframe that to mean things were meant to be that way until you showed up, and you were going to be the one to change that narrative. You're going to be the exception. Imagine you're in a family where maybe they find it difficult to stay married. They get married and get divorced. You reframe that to mean you're going to be the first to stay married. Imagine you're in a family where, I don't know, project that into your reality. I don't know what your circumstance is, but frame alchemy is about picking something negative and flipping it to mean what you want it to mean, that is empowering enough to get you started on working on yourself to unlock your highest version. Your highest version is capable of transforming your life in ways you can't imagine. All you have to do is get out of the way. First, identify the belief that's holding you back. Write it down. Second, question its validity. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support or disprove it? And third, reframe it into a positive and empowering statement. For example, I'm not good enough could become, I am learning and growing every day. Just like me, an autodidact, as young as possible, as I can remember, I began picking up skills, learning things, doing things, not waiting for anyone to come direct or guide or coach me. Since I learned that I could become something that I chose anything I wanted to become, and I didn't wait for an approval, a certificate. an appointment of somebody who has authority to like ordain me that thing. I taught myself production, I taught myself music, I taught myself writing, I taught myself website design, I taught myself graphic design, I taught myself every single thing, every single skill it took to unlock Provoe. The first Provian, I taught myself that. Because I don't have that limiting belief that I can't become anything I want to become. This process helps dismantle the mental barriers standing in your way. So please take action on that.
Provoe.
Sorry, I keep stopping, I keep pausing because I'm using a very small camera. Nikon Coolpix. I'm yet to buy a big camera. This is part of what I'm talking about. Part of the limiting beliefs was, oh, it's a small camera. I won't be able to shoot my course on a small camera. Who cares? As we speak, I'm doing it. It is done. It was done the moment I decided I'm doing it. Limiting beliefs are just in your mind. You are in charge. Okay? So let's take an exercise. Reframing exercise. Write down one limiting belief and reframe it into an empowering thought. Okay? Reflection question. What is one limiting belief you've held that has prevented you from taking action? I've just given you a couple of examples for myself. I need you to take this serious because your life depends on it, literally. You're creating your reality based upon the beliefs that are running in your subconscious mind. Let's see the process in action. Imagine your limiting belief is, I'll fail if I try. Instead of accepting this as truth, you reframe it and it becomes, every attempt brings me closer to success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the journey of achieving your goals. Okay? So on this exercise, let's challenge your beliefs. Identify one limiting belief you've held and write a counter statement. Now it's time to apply what you've learned. Think about one limiting belief you've held on to. Write it down in your workbook and create a counter statement that empowers you. For example, if you believe, I'm not ready, reframe it to, I'm taking the first step today to prepare myself. This exercise will help you break free from the mental constraints that have held you back. You have no idea how far you will go if you just start. So start. Let's recap overcoming limiting beliefs. Key takeaways. 1. Limiting beliefs are negative thoughts that hold us back. You have no idea how far they are holding you back. But I need to know that they are just stories. Reframing turns obstacles into opportunities. When you reframe your limiting beliefs, you are able to turn every obstacle that you face into an opportunity for growth. Identify your limiting beliefs by reflecting on your fears and doubts. What are those things that you fear? What are those doubts you have about your capacity, about yourself, about your ability? I need you to be able to reach deep into the unconscious part of your mind. A lot of people can quickly affirm and say, oh, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. They believe that on a surface level, but deep down they'll be like, but let's be really honest. Am I sure I can do all things? You see those doubts? Find them, dig them up, and then examine them. Find out why they are there. Challenge the validity of these values, these thoughts that you have held there for years or decades. You have the power to challenge and change these beliefs, You have the power. You are born with the power. It came as part of the package. Reframe them into positive, empowering statements. Your affirmations should mean something. Your affirmations should mean an alchemy of an idea, something that you used to believe before that you don't believe anymore. Your affirmation should be that hammer that you use to smash those beliefs, and you repeat them until your subconscious mind embraces them as the new fact, as the new law upon your life. Okay? Another key takeaway. take action to break free from the cycle of self-doubt. What small step can you take today that will shift you closer towards that thing that you believe, but you find yourself struggling to act upon? Procrastinating, stressing, depressing yourself. Okay? Limiting beliefs are not facts. They are stories we tell ourselves. So by identifying these beliefs, questioning their truth, and reframing them into empowering statements, you can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. Remember, you have the power to rewrite your narrative. No one is going to do it for you. So you must take action to break free from the cycle of self-doubt, because only you hold yourself. Only you are in the way of yourself. Action step. Identify one limiting belief that's holding you back. Challenge the validity of this belief. Reframe it into a positive and empowering statement. Take action. Start small. And celebrate your progress, by the way. Very important. Whenever you see yourself working on something you thought was impossible, celebrate every piece of that success that you find along the way. Remember, you have the power to overcome limiting beliefs. I repeat, you can create the life you desire. Thank you for joining us on today's session on overcoming limiting beliefs. Tomorrow we'll take this momentum and focus on goal setting, specifically how to create smart goals that set you up for success. I look forward to seeing you then. Ciao.
Provoe.